Vintage Neve consoles are overrated, and most people couldn't tell a Neve clone from the real thing.
I think it's a spicy take for the people that are just real audio nerds. That's the truth, though. Too many people will walk into a room and see vintage gear that they are aware of and then automatically give that space extra karmic points.
There's two sides to the coin. I have 3 vintage Neve pieces. My $500 Vintech 573 gets close.
And more consistent.
But I mean, some of the quirks with Neve now being vintage is they start to fall out of spec, and it's that kind of quirkiness that makes them cool. I feel like those in the know, you're not going to reach for a Neve if you want something crystal clear. You're going to do it if you want to kind of like F it up a little bit. If you're going in line level, yeah, it cleans up really nice, and that EQ is very usable. But if you're using it as like a microphone preamp, there is hair on that thing. Like doing like a distorted bass thing, there's very few things that do what that circus, I say circus style because it's been cloned, and it's been cloned very closely.
Well, and that's the second half of this hot take, right? So the most people couldn't tell a Neve clone from the real thing, I think is extremely true. I think that there's a handful of people that have enough experience on the real thing that would then work with a clone and be like, this isn't exactly it.
I don't think they would care.
I don't think they would care either. To associate it with a more common person conundrum is the idea that most people, the general audience, can't tell the difference between listening on Spotify and listening on YouTube.
Yeah.
But nobody really cares, and most people are listening through Bluetooth headphones anyway. Why does it even matter then? Why do I need to go spend all this money on the gear?